Hello my fellow gamers, Demon Moonbat here, bringing to you a video of a modded creative world I've been working on. As you can probably see, there are houses here. If you look at the map, you can tell that it's islands. I used Biomes of Plenty World Generation Archipelago, and I put down the altitude to the minimum so it'll be as flat as possible. This island right here is World Spawn. I turned it into residential area. It took a few days, but I built a bunch of houses and then summoned some villagers. So let me show you some of these houses. There are 95 houses and each one is completely different except for its shape. Now when I was first looking at villagers to test a few things, I realized that they're not really optimized. For one thing, they don't pick up food, which means they can't breed. So I don't really care if they survive or not, because they're useless if they can't breed. But I summoned one for every house, and that's 95 of them. A few did die the first couple of nights. But for the most part, they should last a while. One of the mods I'm using changes the color of some of the spawned animals, like pigs and cows, for example. I've seen black pigs, pink black spotted pigs, and white, completely white cows. Each road here ends in a dock. So along with Biomes of Plenty, I've also got Quark, which adds stained wood. I've got Harvestcraft, which adds half the candles. The other half Quark adds. I've also got Serene Seasons, which allows winter snows in areas that don't normally get snow. Those are the major ones. I did post on Reddit about the problem I've been having with villagers. I even included a video that was recorded in a Minecraft night showing the problem. But I haven't received any helpful answers yet. And by helpful, I mean something that helps me solve the problem. If it doesn't help me solve the problem, it's not a helpful answer. Which means in order to rate something as being a helpful answer, first the problem has to be solved, so I know which ones helped. And the problem has not been solved, so nothing will be rated as helpful answers yet. Serene Seasons also changes the color of grass and leaves and things depending on the sub-season. Each of the 4 seasons has 3 sub-seasons. I think we might be in one of the fall sub-seasons. Whenever it changes from one sub-season to the next, the entire world reloads. As if you did the F3A reload chunks. There's enough villagers here to spawn golems. I've also got mineralogy, which is what changes the stone to stone types. It's not a very useful mod if you're in survival, because in order to mine stone you have to have stone tools. In order to get stone tools you have to mine stone, but it's pretty cool for creative. Sheep are pretty much the same. I don't really care if the villagers survive or not. They're not really important. They just add life to the village. I did notice when I was first testing them that the odds of getting a farmer is like 0 when you're just using the spawn egg. I ended up having to use commands to spawn one in, and the commands didn't seem to want to work either. Eventually though I did get a farmer, and I planted some crops near him, and he broke the crops, but he didn't pick them up, so they were left lying on the ground. It's problematic enough when they won't pick up crops. It's even more problematic when they break them and then don't pick them up. A lot of these houses remind me of modern beach housing. Pastel colors. And yeah, I'm using birch logs in some of the houses. I know it's not everybody's favorite. I don't mind it as much. It does look a little out of place, but I would have felt bad if I left it out. So I probably mentioned this already, but there are 95 houses. And each one will go to a patron. Yes, I have a Patreon account. I was actually a member of Wells Night Patreon server for a while. You probably saw me in the Wells Night Patreon server tour video too. But when somebody gets a house that they can call their own, this is what I'll do for them. Armor stand, summoned with name tag with their Minecraft name, their Minecraft head on it, and whichever set of armor they wish for. If you want chain, iron, leather, whatever, just ask. If you don't specify, it'll be naked. So this was the residential island, and I finished it just yesterday. And then today I built this bridge. It's built with corks, pink stained stairs on the sides and magenta stained planks on the bottom where you walk on. And Biome Plenty's fir fences. And mahogany logs. The logs go all the way down. The last thing I did was make this path all the way over to the river. This island, which is separated from a nearby larger island, is going to be an orchard. I chose orchard because there happens to be fruit trees on it. See? It's all I've built so far, and that island over there, the one with all the flowers, will be for the kind of crops you plant in farmland. I'll try to limit the fruit trees and the orchard to those that have spawned here naturally already. But that's it for the tour. You can see my little armor stand example over there. So if you're interested in downloading this world to explore it on your own, I will provide a download at some point. I'll probably do the other two islands I just mentioned first, and then do a tour. So stay tuned for that video, I guess. And if you want to support me on Patreon, the link will be in the description of this video. I don't usually include it, but I will this time, or at least I'll try to. Remind me if I forget. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.